Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're doing a condition review of a card that I bought online. It was listed as near mint, but the listing only had a stock image, so no actual photo of the card. So in this video, we're gonna open it up and go through everything: the centering, the edge, the whitening, the surface, and see if it really deserves the near mint label. So the card is the Koga Trap full art from Unbroken Bonds. All right, so let's open this up. All right, so it comes in a top loader, a plastic, so the card doesn't fall out, and it looks like there's a sleeve inside, so far looks good. Let's take a look now, a closer look. Last time I bought a card and the card just fall out because it was not taped and well protected. It was just a top loader with no plastic around it, so now it's quite well protected. I even have a hard time opening this up. All right, so I'm just gonna open this here. All right, so I'll first keep in the sleeve just to check. Ooh, the sleeve is quite dirty though. At least we're gonna look at the centering first. So centering wise, left and right seems pretty okay. Maybe left heavy a little bit, but it's really not that much. I think it's pretty well centered, even top to bottom. It's not a big deal. But since the sleeve is really dirty, I'm gonna take a look. I'm just gonna take this card out. And it's come on a tight sleeve, so it's really hard to get it out. So I already kind of struggle. So let's take a look here. All right, here's the card. So first up, we're gonna look at the surface. Surface perspective. Ooh. Is that some... I need to check if it's dots or it's like dented. It's like there's some holes on it. That's not great. All right. Wow. There's some holes on it, so I'm not quite good with that. There's some minor scratch, but that's from a surface perspective. Now, from edge whitening, I think there's one on the top left here on the top. And in here, looks like we have some missing ink here. And something on the top. Let me just check if it, okay. So there's some missing ink dot at the top, whitening at bottom, pretty noticeable, and some little dots in the corner here, and some surface scratch at the bottom. If you see the hairline, and some whitening on the bottom right. So kind of a dot on the bottom right, a little dot on the bottom left, which is a bit more smaller though. And top left, top right looks nice. However, there's a dot. So overall, centering is good. In terms of whitening, there's probably more than I would expect. Some people may say it's still near mint. Some surface scratch, I think it's fine. However, the dent in here, this is something that I'm gonna check if I really need to check if it's some dirt. But it doesn't look like dirt, so it's something that I might take a closer look. So usually when there's structural damage, I'll just say, I don't think it automatically get out of near mint. Maybe light play, but I think even light play, it's just for like surface wear. But whenever there's a structural damage, usually it goes to moderate play to heavy play. If you were to grade that, I think once there are some structural damage, I'll just say, The maximum that you could go is probably PSA 6 or 5, so it's pretty harsh. So this is not just not wear, it is surface. So so these are the risks that when you buy online. I don't think I'm pretty satisfied with this. Again, let's take a look in the front. The front looks, I'll just say, quite fine, but I don't think that will qualify as near mint. So I might reach out to the seller to see what he thinks, because on maybe it's the first time that I bought a card that is near mint and that has some poked holes on the back. So I think it's probably going to be maybe light plane minus or even moderate plane. But like I said, whenever there's a structural damage, it's usually not a light plane, and especially not in near mint. So am I satisfied with that? I'll just say no, but these are the risks when you buy online with no with just a stock image. And especially that if you were to take a picture, you may never notice that there's actually pocket hole on the card unless you just look at the surface. So not every listing have the proper kind of angle and proper photos. So this is something you have to watch out. So thank you for watching. Be careful out there. At least when you buy some cards with only stock image, you know the risks. And see you next time. Thank you.